What's up, guys? Heavy Milk Syrup here, and welcome to my tips and tricks for every starfighter in Squadrons. I know it's been a while since I made a video. I've honestly just been working a lot, playing video games. My USB stick broke, so I didn't really have a way to transfer videos for a while. But anyway, besides that, I wanted to do a series covering all the ships in Star Wars Squadrons and how I personally use them. The way I use them is what I believe the easiest way to use them and most efficient way to use them. Okay, so in this video of the series, we are going to be going over the TIE Reaper. I see a lot of players struggle with the support class of ships, and I wanted to go over this one first, just to get the information out there. The three most basic things for me is if you're going to be playing a support class ship on the Imperial side, number one, run the shield missile. The shield missile is probably the best thing you have in your arsenal as a support ship on the Imperial side, simply because other Imperial ships don't have shields. You as the TIE Reaper do, but I mean, putting a shield on an interceptor could really change the game up for the person flying the interceptor. I mean, Imperials are balanced to, match the Rebels without shields anyway, and now you're adding shields for them into the mix. I mean, that's ridiculous. You can keep your TIE bombers alive forever. It's crazy. Shield missile is awesome. You should always run it on the TIE Reaper no matter what. I don't care. Number two, this one's up for debate, the repair kit. I like running the repair kit just because, I mean, you can see from the gameplay, it's essential. You save lives with the repair kit, and it's self-explanatory. You get ammo, you get health. It repairs your hull. As TIE fighters in their most basic state, that's all they really have to worry about. So, number one and two, just run that shield missile, run the repair kit, and then number three. So number three, we're just going to be going over some things. I can't really call it number three. It's a multitude of things. As the TIE Reaper, you need to understand that you have a very large hitbox. And even though you do have shields and you do have a decent amount of hull strength, you are not safe by any means. Any A-Wing can come in and just rip you to shreds like you are absolutely nothing. And it's because you're so large. It's because you're so large, you're kind of slow, and easy to hit. So that being said, you need to know as a TIE Reaper when to move and make the calls of, if there is a teammate on the other side of the map and he's getting shredded, you can't just sacrifice yourself to fly out there and save him. It's very important to know when to disengage as a TIE Reaper, because you don't want to just be feeding the team. I've seen a lot of people play the support where, they're pulling off the heals, but, they're dying in the process. You need to find a good balance between healing your team, doing a little bit of damage, but also putting your pride away and flying back to the capital ship when you're about to die. I think the biggest important thing for support is to not die, because you don't want to get put away for those 20 seconds and have your team out there, just taking damage and not being able to heal and letting the push, get to you. Utilizing all these things, I stayed alive for about 8 minutes in this game. I wish my team was a little better because we got stuck on defense and we ended up actually losing. But I stayed alive for 8 minutes and I got a few kills, and you can obviously see from my gameplay that I am, I'm doing more than enough as my role as support. And I'm always, kind of flying in, engaging with my team, maybe doing a little bit of engagement on the enemy, and then flying back and surveying the situation. It's really good to get in a good cycle, like almost flying in really big circles around the map, trying to keep everybody in your sight to shoot off that repair kit, that missile, you know what I mean? Then maybe like work on the Corvette a little bit, work on some fighters a little bit, and then do your circle again, check on everybody, cycle targets, and then maybe break off. It's good to get into the habit of that, and you can even do that on offense. One of the things I like to do as support on offense is to not directly engage the capital ship, but kind of stay 3/4 of the map, 3/4 of the way, and kind of let my team pour in and kind of, I'll ride in with them, and then maybe we'll hit the shield a little bit, and then I'll pull off. And then I'll get in with somebody else, and I'll ride with them, hit them with a repair kit or a shield, and then I'll pull off, and don't be afraid to go back to the capital ship as a support or to go get a heal, because you need to stay alive. It's more important, even if it means you have to let one of your guys die for you to stay alive. It's more important for you to be alive, helping your teammates at all times, than to get put in the spawn box for 20 seconds and risking everybody dying, you know. You got to make a lot of tough calls as support. You know, sometimes your team will get mad at you for not, you know, doing the heal. But, you know, at the end of the day, when it comes to support, yes, you have to think about your team. But, you know, you being so vulnerable in such a large ship, you need to think about yourself first, because you need to be alive to help your team. You know, so I'm going to let the rest of the gameplay play out. Pick and choose what you can from it. But just to wrap it up, the last couple just little tips just to wrap up the video. You know, number 1, shield missile. Number 2, repair kit. And number 3, know that you are a vulnerable flying piece of shit. And just do your best. If you have any other questions or whatever, just leave them in the comments. As far as engines, shields, and hulls go, I really just leave that up to the pilot. You know, if you want to be a big floating slow rock or a quick and weak support player, that's really up to you. I'm just trying to give you guys some basic understanding of how to pick it up and be able to help your team in a fleet battle and not just end up in fiery pits. But other than that, thank you for watching. This is Heavy Milk Syrup. I think next I'm going to be covering the TIE Fighter. Keep an eye out for that video. I'm going to leave some links right here to some of my other content, VR content. Make sure to check that out and like and subscribe, guys. Once again, Heavy Milk Syrup signing off. Thanks a lot, and stay sticky.
Try that again.